morning, ABC News. I'm your host, Jessica Parker. Today, we have one of Latin America's most celebrated authors coming all the way from France, Julio Cortàzar.
Thank you very much for having me. I was shocked to hear her reaching out, but I'm glad I could attend.
Oh, no need to stay humble. We're all fans of your unusually fantastical works. You're very talented.
Thank you, but it's not all talent. I've been surrounded with these ideas since I was young. My family and I would travel a lot, so I've been acquainted with these diverse themes. After our father left us, my older sister and I would indulge ourselves in our country's histories and stories. So once again, I've really been acquainted with these diverse themes.
Speaking of themes, the one in your most popular work, Hopscotch, were especially celebrated. But if you don't mind me saying, I really found myself relating and appreciating The Night Face Up even more. For those who shamefully haven't had the pleasure of reading this short story, do you mind walking us through the intricate plot and your thought process behind it?
Well, many people enjoyed Hopscotch as it was an open-end story and it left a lot of room for visualization, kind of like a game. But with The Night Face Up, it was a story that had an ending that could not be avoided, though it was unexpected. It shows us that even if we try to escape our reality, that will never resolve it. We need to find other ways to accept our fate, almost. A lot of people in our time are struggling with these kinds of ideas because of the previous war, and they are going through withdrawals and denials, trying to escape what is their reality.
That's really nice. Although, you explained some of the story's elements as games. Is it not literature?
See, I've always said that games are serious if you love them. If someone is passionate about their play, per se, then they'll take it seriously. As writers, news reporters, or even actors these days, they indulge themselves, they dedicate themselves to their work for the sake of the audience's enjoyment and for their own self-appeasement.
I understand. It seems another topic you indulge yourself in seriously is politics, though sometimes including politics and having opinion in your work these days may not appeal to certain audiences. You, Mr. Cortàzar, have even based some of your writings on these opinions.
Well, the ones that don't hear other people's voices, the ones that aren't affected by national issues, they don't really care for my involvement of politics in my writings. But what matters is that those who relate and struggle, those who have a thin or blurry line between what could be their reality and the harshness of what it really is, they are the ones who read my stories, and not only once.
If I'm not mistaken, most of your political views and argumentative books are placed in Argentina, but you lived in Paris for a bit. Are your political views there no different, or is there something about Argentinian politics that drive you?
Well, a correction, I've actually lived in Paris for most of my life,
Wait, so you speak French then? J'ai aussi pris un cours de français au lycée.
Oui, bien sûr, j'ai déménagé là après purger mon peine de prison, alors...
Attendez, vous étiez en prison? Pourquoi? Je pensais que tu es une personne honnête et responsable.
Vous ne me prenez pas. J'allais au prison parce que je protestais contre et parlais contre le gouvernement d'Argentine. Ils sont gourmands.
Oh, je vois. Cela reflète vos opinions fortes envers la politique. En partant de ce sujet, vos écrits sont vraiment quelque chose de nouveau pour notre époque. Comment avez-vous réussi à avoir cet esprit spécial?
Depuis que je suis jeune, j'ai toujours tombé malade. Alors j'ai eu beaucoup de temps pour lire et ma mère a encouragé cela. Alors je rêve d'écrire mon propre histoire.
Julio, on a parlé des choses que vous, comme, étiez très patient. Mais est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose que tu détestes? Dis à l'audience, ils voulaient savoir un secret.
Honnêtement, je vraiment déteste les personnes qui ne sont pas commis. Mon père nous quitte quand j'étais jeune, alors malheureusement, j'ai pas beaucoup de souvenirs de lui, autre que les photos.
Oh, je suis désolée. But back to English for our audience.
Thank you very much for having me. I had a wonderful time talking about my personal ideas and my inspirations, my motives. I'm glad to come again.
Trust me, the pleasure was all mine. I really enjoyed listening to your political views. You know, actually I may think of writing something myself.
That's good to hear.
Okay. Thank you so much, ABC News listeners, and stay tuned for tomorrow's special with America's sweetheart, Marilyn Monroe. See you later.
Yeah!